So it might be a little bit sunny out, but watch out for the wind. This is video from Tacoma, where most of the afternoon the winds have been battering the trees, just about everything else too. So let's get over to our meteorologist Christopher Nunley for what's going on. Christopher.
Joyce, it's been a very windy May Day. This is similar to something we would see in late fall, but unfortunately we've noticed the strong winds stay across all of western Washington, and these are the actual observed maximum wind gusts that we have seen throughout the day. Notice that intensity increase from South Sound to Central Sound all the way toward the San Juans. 38 miles per hour was that maximum observed wind gust in Tacoma, 41 in Seattle, 44 in Everett, Bellingham, 55 miles per hour. And just as a point of reference, winds that hit 58 miles per hour or stronger are considered damaging winds. So it's been a very windy day, and we're still holding on to some of the winds out there at this hour. And because of that, we have a wind advisory in effect for all of Puget Sound until 8 p.m. And we're seeing the winds still gusting in excess of 30 miles per hour for parts of the Kitsap Peninsula into Central Sound. 37 miles per hour is that wind gust in Seattle, 35 in Bremerton, 36 in Oak Harbor. So if you're getting out on the roadways, you want to make sure that you hold onto the steering wheel a little bit tighter, especially those north to south thoroughfares. And before you take the dog on a walk or you go on a run, you just want to be cautious of any down power lines or any trees that could come down with these strong wind gusts. Again, we're going to hold on to the stronger wind gust over the next 3 hours or so, but eventually we will see a downward tick in those winds as we work our way into the overnight hours. And by tomorrow morning, it's going to be quite a bit calmer out there compared to what we've seen today. Taking a live look at the waterfront, you can see Elliott Bay is pretty choppy. So if you are going to take one of the ferries, it could be a rough ride at times. You saw we have those winds gusting up to 37 miles per hour in Seattle right now, and we have sustained winds at 23 miles per hour. And even though our temperatures are in the 50s with some sunshine in Seattle, when you factor in those winds, it does make it feel just a touch cooler out there. And that's pretty much area wide. 55 in Bremerton, 50 in Seattle, 50 in Shelton, 57 in Port Angeles, 53 in Oak Harbor. Temperatures again are 10 to 15 degrees below normal, but there are some warmer temperatures in the forecast by the weekend, which we're going to dive into that here in a second. Temperatures throughout the evening hours will eventually fall into the 50s. So with those temperatures falling into the lower 50s, followed by the 40s, you want to make sure that you have the jacket, because it's going to be a little bit on the chilly side with those gusty winds. But at least it's going to be dry here in Seattle. And really for much of Puget Sound, you can see we kind of have a little bit of a hole in the cloud cover for parts of Central Sound. There is some activity starting to increase for the Cascades, though. And here in Seattle, we see that hole in the cloud cover. So we're seeing those blue skies, some sun hitting the buildings in downtown Seattle, but it's quite a bit different in the mountains with that moisture starting to increase. Mount Rainier Paradise, it is foggy, it's snowy, it's drizzly, just a nasty day for the mountains. And that's going to be the case for Stevens as well as Snoqualmie passes as well. Right now, all clear, but snow is expected to increase, and we're talking about the possibility of up to 10 inches of snow by tomorrow morning for Stevens Pass, 4 inches for Snoqualmie Pass. So before you head over the mountains, you just want to make sure you check those latest pass conditions, because it is going to be a little bit dicey out there by tomorrow morning. The good news is we see those temperatures start to increase throughout the next couple of days, and by Sunday we have a forecast high of 70 degrees with mostly sunny skies.